Welcome to the Doctor's Kitchen podcast recipe. This is the one that I did for Dr. Rosie Riley. She is an incredible frontline practitioner with over 4 years of experience and the founder of VITA. She is passionate about ending modern slavery. VITA is an organization that invests in research looking into the extent of modern slavery, advocacy to the government, as well as training to frontline health professionals. You will learn a lot more about her incredible organization and how rife modern slavery is in today's world. It's quite astounding, actually. I cooked her a wonderful Middle Eastern breakfast. It had roasted aubergines, some hummus, some delicious preserved lemons that give a beautiful zing to the whole dish. You will absolutely love it, and it takes no time whatsoever. The recipe is down below. Go check it out. It's always difficult actually cooking for guests in the morning because I don't want to just do like oats or something like that. I actually want to give you something, you know,
lunchy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So today I'm doing a Middle Eastern style breakfast. All I've done in advance is just simply chopped and roasted some aubergine in a little bit of olive oil and some salt.
Okay.
In the oven for about 30 minutes, but you can buy like char grilled aubergine that you can just get from a jar. Middle Eastern pittas, I'm just gonna pop these in the oven that's still a little bit warm. Preserved lemons, one of my favorite ingredients. They give like a lemonade kind of flavor. Some hummus that I could make myself, but I didn't. I just got a store-bought one. They're very good.
And is kefir like a yogurt then?
Yes,
okay.
Yeah. So kefir is a dairy. You can get non-dairy versions. That's a dairy one. Putting a little bit of za'atar in it, and a little bit of pomegranate molasses and olive oil. It changes your hummus completely. It's completely different.
Who has pomegranate molasses?
I know,
no
right?
one.
I'm telling you, this is
Okay,
in
all right.
most supermarkets now.
I'll tell
Go
my
get
mum.
it.
Mum and Dad used to live out in Thailand, and
Wow.
so Mum probably learned Thai food when she was there.
Oh, amazing.
I was wondering if you're going to cook something Thai. Actually, I sneakily put it on the
Oh, did you?
by the way.
I'm kind of glad I didn't do anything Thai because if your
probably
mum's like
the
the
pressure,
expert, wow, yeah. So what kind of things do you kind of eat then at home? What's your favourite Thai dish?
My favourite Thai dish is tom kha gai, Thai green curry. But I also love tom yum goong, prawn. And then actually my dad and my favourite pak gra prao. It's Thai basil and sort of soy saucy, kind of with some minced meat with rice.
And so tell me about how you got into medicine.
I actually remember never actively wanting to be a doctor. I was like, I'm going to be a world-class acrobatics pilot.
No way.
Come fly with me, let's fly away.
I was planning with my dad how to become a pilot through BA and how to learn and then go into acrobatics. Yeah, I was properly like on that road.
What? How on earth? What?
And then in year 10, I watched in with biology class and they showed a video, open heart surgery, and I was like, nah, I want to do that.
A lot of ginger. Some might say an excessive amount of ginger, but
anyway, I wanted to be a cardiothoracic surgeon, and then I changed as soon as I went to med school. I realised more and more I'm quite a generalist, so A&E and GP for me. I was based at Major Trauma Centre in London for a couple of years. 1 year I did just in A&E because I'm crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
Nearly caught burnout just in time, funnily enough. Moved to rural Somerset to kind of live a different style of life, and now down in Taunton, A&E there. They're so friendly, the patients are lovely. I haven't been shouted at by a patient once.
Oh, no way, really?
I know.
Wow, that's like, that's unheard of.
It's really nice, it's such a nice atmosphere, and that's an unusual thing to say about an A&E department, but I'm really enjoying it down there.
So tell me a little bit about your background with VITA and how that came to fruition.
I guess it's a bit of a long story with how I became passionate about modern slavery. It all stems from when I was 18. I decided I wanted to go and do something nice in my gap year, so I went to Nepal with one of my best friends, and we were going to go and we did the voluntourism thing, which has now been dubbed voluntourism, where you feel good about yourself. But we went to live in an orphanage for a month, and we lived in the orphanage. There were 20 children. It was absolute chaos. They were really grotty. But we really did love the kids. Not really appreciating the impact of being another adult that meets lots of children that leaves them. So there's lots of quite significant harm that can come to that kind of voluntourism thing.
Yeah, that conveyor belt.
That I only now know about. Actually, 3 years later, I was starting medical school, and my friend called me, who went on travelling with me, saying I need to sit down and watch this Channel 4 Unreported World documentary. The whole 30 minutes was about my orphanage, Happy Home. And so they told the story of how they were undercover investigators looking into how these children had been trafficked to the orphanage. They went around rural villages and took children from families, took their birth certificates, had the police on board, so the families couldn't reclaim their children, and then made them look really grotty and poor so that they could scam people like me to give money. There's one family in the mountains where they hadn't seen their daughter in 10 years, and Claire and I recognised her face and her name, and there was a little kid that had escaped. They managed to interview with the mum. They were terrified they'd find them. And so we were devastated. I mean, we couldn't believe what on earth we'd been conned into as well, because we were but we were trying to help. And that's where it all really kicked off. It was very personal. I had a mini sort of breakdown after that. Looked into modern slavery, found out, people are being exploited. I've never heard of this before. I thought slavery was old and dead and gone.
How old were you at the time when you...
18.
Oh, wow.
So I was a kid. I didn't know anything about anything. I had a pretty easy life. It was really, really hard to deal with.
Yeah.
Essentially, it was actually one of my friends who, and I was sort of mid-breakdown going, it's so big, I've got to do something, I don't know what to do. And he actually said, look, you can't, it's too big. You tackle what you know. And at that point, I was a medical student, so I thought, well, let's look at healthcare.
I feel like we've just left it on a massive cliffhanger.
We can talk about more later.
Yeah, we definitely need to talk about that. But before, I'm going to serve you a delicious
let's eat
meal.
this.
It doesn't matter. It's you make it up as you can dip the bread into the hummus.
Oh, that's really zesty. That means yum.
That means yum. Good. If you want to catch the rest of our conversation, just click on the link down below, and you'll get the link to the podcast, as well as all of Rosie's socials and her incredible work with VITA. We didn't get into it yet, but you'll hear a lot more about it on the podcast, so we'll catch you there. Thank you so much for watching this video. There's so many others for you to enjoy right here. Check out thedoctorskitchen.com, sign up to the newsletter where I give science-based recipes every single week. There's a podcast, there's 2 books, there's loads more content on social media, doctors_kitchen, and I hope to see you there.